Alright guys, going live here in a second. Hopefully everything's okay. My computer's being a little bit slow, which is what is causing the delay. But we should be getting the game in here in a second. Alright, there we go. We should be okay. We should be okay. How's it going? Pokemon Master, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Hope your weekend went well. And yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, so like I said, apologies for the stream taking a little bit to get started. Weird issues with just like my monitors and screens in general, and just Windows being weird. Yeah, so let me know if everything looks okay. Everything seems okay right now. It's very interesting, actually, what's being laggy and what's not. OBS is fine. A lot of my other stuff's just being glitchy for some reason. I don't know. But either way, we are hunting. We are hunting now. And with Duskulls, I believe we're at the point now where we can just start running. We don't have to actually, we don't have to battle them or anything anymore, which is nice. Also, I need to get my lights on the Halloween setting. But I hope you're doing well today, Pokemon Master. There we go. Doesn't really change much. Yo, Cinder! They added the feature to YouTube. Yeah, how's it going, Cinder? Yeah, okay, cool. So I was wondering when that would show up, what would happen with that. Because, yeah, I noticed that in another stream I was in, that it was, like, actually showing renewal, but Cinder, 40 months? It's almost 4 years, that's crazy. That is crazy, Cinder. But, yeah, welcome, Cinder, welcome, Vanillix, how you doing today? Yeah, I remember seeing that in, like, a stream I watched recently. I'm gonna flex now, heck yeah. But yeah, no, that's nice that they finally added that, because, you know, it's always kind of been a bit of a thing. You know, like, they never announce anything with it on YouTube, but I get, like, the Streamlabs notification shows up for, you know, members renewing and stuff like that, so. Woohoo! Yeah, so now we can actually, like, get proper member hype going for those members that have been here for a while. Yeah, so let me know, guys, if the stream, like, looks okay and everything. Like I was kind of saying to Pokemon Master at the beginning, and just in general to the Void before I got the stream going. All of my windows are acting really weird. I'm going to have to reboot my computer after stream, but if the stream itself is running fine, I don't quite know what's up and what's causing the issue. Like, a good example is the fact that in OBS there is no lag for my video capture, but looking at the Elgato software, there is a solid second or two of lag. It's weird. I've been playing Lego games nonstop today. Nice. Yeah, I had work. Got a little bit done in the stream room, but I had work today, and then I helped with robotic stuff and everything. Doesn't show up when you mouse over the Rowlet, unfortunately. It'd be like a Twitch sub badge. It's a good workaround. It gives you 2 minutes of fame once a month. Heck yeah. It used to do that. It used to show the months, right? Does it not anymore? That stinks. Yeah, because I remember for a long time it showed everything before. Like, you know, like I think it used to show it as like X years, X months, right? Like, I think it used to do that. Maybe they took that away, like that was a thing they genuinely couldn't do. Like, that was too much of a copy of Twitch or something. I don't know. And also I'm wondering what's going to happen as far as, like, stream labels and stuff, updating it. Because, like I said, usually it used to be a thing at least. Maybe it changed now. Maybe with this update, it changed it. Because, like I was saying, it used to be that, like, Like Dog Lover's listed as the newest member because Dog Lover had been a member for like 6 months, right? So like that was a thing. But now that it actually shows it properly in chat, I wonder if Stream Labels does it differently. Not sure why they changed that, right? 2 minutes of fame once a month is a good enough workaround. Fair. Oh, went away around that the time that member tiers became a thing. Oh, good point, yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty big member rework, and like that would have been one that I really wasn't like paying attention to live streams and stuff enough to have noticed, so yeah, that's probably what happened. But yeah, so how's everybody's weekend? It's been a while since I've seen everyone. I intended to have a stream on Saturday, but I ended up, when I went up to meet up with my buddy at the racetrack, I didn't expect to drive myself, but I did, or to race, and I was quite sore and tired afterwards. Hey Frank, what's going on? Here to add a viewer. Hey, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I ended up being very sore from that. I'm actually still a little bit sore. I took a curb a bit too hard. Yeah, I was coming down a hill, and these cars get up to about like 55 normally, so probably up around 60 when like going downhill. There's a little like right-left chicane sort of deal that you can hit straight, and I hit it a little bit to the left and bounced on a curb and slammed into the cart and then into the ground, and fun times. Alright, hopefully the stream's still working okay. It's very strange. It's very strange, like, UI refreshes are what's like being really strange and weird. Alright, yeah, okay. That's good, we're leaving it at this. You're shiny on the Duskull too? Nice! Best of luck. I guess we'll see who finds it first. I'm up at like the encounter number. I've got the 500 KOs. But yeah, so again, apologies for no stream on Saturday. I planned on it and then ended up not happening, but I'm planning this week to really set in stone what my like schedule's gonna be and basically decide when I'm streaming and everything like definitively. So it's not like a work stream around some things, work some things around stream. It's just gonna be the stream has its set time and days, and we're gonna run with that now that I've kind of started getting into the flow of stuff. Your 500 KO, so you have max odds. Awesome. Hope I get it first. Well, thank you. Oh yeah. So for those of you who were following the 3D printing saga with everything, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I can go ahead and remove that. For those of you who are following the 3D printing saga, the Duskull like body ended up finishing printing out, and it came out pretty well. Obviously, it doesn't like quite have like the pattern on the back, but not much to do about that. So like theoretically, it'll go like that, and we'll have a little shiny Duskull. You gotta figure out how to like actually make it together. Did you get a shiny Duskull with a mark, but you're looking for a male, and it was a female? Oh dang! Well, I hope you get the male one. Congrats on the marked one. That's cool. Hey, gamers, what's going on, man? Welcome. How you doing today? Sorry, this is my temporary pre-stream, pre-dinner snack. Not really pre-stream anymore, I guess, though. See what is on Discord in the Shine channel. I did not. What happened? What's up? What's up? I'd click on it, but right now my computer's being weird, so I don't wanna mess with anything. Because I'm gonna have to reboot my computer before it's to hopefully get it to start acting normally again. So what's up? What happened on Discord? Shine after 643 SOS? Yo, congrats, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. Console battery low. Hold up. Oof. Oof. Better get another charger quick. Oh yeah, so this weekend, guys, I ended up picking up Metroid Dread. I didn't really plan on it. I didn't really plan on picking it up, just because, you know, I've never played a Metroid game before, and I wasn't, like, super invested in it, super interested, but thinking about it, I was like, you know what, I should probably play, like, Metroid. With the fact that I have enjoyed playing Metroidvanias in the past, I should probably play Metroid. You know, I should play the game that the genre these games are in is named after. So I picked it up and it's been really good. I feel like I've only probably put in about 2 hours so far. But it's been really good. It's been really, really fun. Yeah, you know, like I was saying, I enjoyed Hollow Knight. I really liked Hollow Knight, so I'm like, I should give Metroid a shot. And, you know, a good, like, classic Metroid style game. I guess you're gonna name your shiny male Duskull when you get it? Duskull. I think that's a pretty good name for a Duskull. I'm lame. Read last message? Oh, Zappini! I would be excited, but I know you're not. So, oof. Big F, bud. Big F. Named it Sunshine, but it felt like thunder. It's still a nice name for it. Gonna name it Skid. Too many people think he's from Friday Night Funkin'. I mean, Friday Night Funkin' is just like a callback game to classic Newgrounds stuff, right? That's what I've seen from it. That's what I've seen, is it like largely anything that's not original to it is basically just a massive old school Newgrounds callback. What is that? Okay, that's the 3D printer camera. Yeah, I kind of gotta rearrange everything on here and get it all set up nice and like proper now that the big thing is finally in place on the wall, so so I can finally kind of organize stuff around it and try to get the camera set up for it properly and everything. Because yeah, it's not quite done, not quite, but yeah, I gotta get like I gotta figure out my like lighting situation back there, and also right here. My lights are really big. You know, way too big. Yeah, like they're, I think I've said it before, they're like probably like 2 by 3 feet in terms of like the actual box on top of, you know, the tripod they're on and stuff. So I gotta like figure out how I want to do that and what I want to replace them with, because it's like I don't know if I should get like I just gotta figure out what kind of like LED kind of like key lights I want to get. Is really what it is, you know. Because one good thing is LEDs are just going to be better in general. They're going to use less electricity. They're going to be cooler. At least like they're not going to make as much heat as these bulbs and everything. So it'll be good for me to get them replaced for a lot of reasons. I just want to make sure I make the right choice getting them, you know. Tried getting a Spiritomb Friend Safari, but person's on your back. Oh no! Was it someone who, like, you asked, like, hey, does anyone have this? They said yes, and then they just didn't respond anymore? So I feel like I've seen that situation on the internet a lot. Not, like, in particular with anyone, but just, like, or in any, like, group. But I feel like that's just, like, a really common thing. It's like, does anyone have this? Yeah. It's like, can I add you? Dead. Dead air. Dead silence. 100%ing a Lego game takes so long? Yeah. They're like, part collectathons, so, yeah. Yeah, I think that TV went up there pretty well. I think it ended up in a good spot. It's a little bit, it's a little bit far, like, over and like a little bit maybe off camera. I was kind of hoping to have the whole thing in frame, but it's too big for that, I think. So there's probably gonna be some adjustments of the camera in general as I move monitors around, but that's about it. And it might pull it back into frame a little bit more, but I don't know how much. Once got a random shiny Hapini in Isle of Army. You're like, no way. Named it no way. Oh, wow. Joined a Friend Safari Discord and saw they had Spiritomb, so you pinged them and they went offline. Oof. Dang, dude. Hopefully they add you. I mean, if they're in that Discord, I feel like they should, right? Just jumping and screaming and stuff. Could do this as much as you wanted. Because your mom and brother were the doctor's appointment. Nice! The whole house to yourself. Don't have to contain the excitement. You can just let it out. Hey, Braulio, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? The cat is begging to be let in, but can't do that. Too many Drifloon. It's just that thing, right? Like, as you clear out the Duskull, you know, as you clear them out, like, anything can spawn in. They might not have seen it. Yeah, if the message can be built. I've had that happen before, but I was just like, it's not that I ignore a Discord server, but I just don't pay attention to it for a day, and because of that, like, if I get mentioned during that day, it's just like, well, I'm not finding that, because like there's not. I feel like does Discord have this, and I've just been stupid and missed it, but I feel like there's not like a jump to mention thing on Discord. Awesome, sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out this cable. This cable is looped like twice. I really just need to unplug it. I'm just gonna do this. Unplug it, straighten it out, and yeah, untwist it. There we go. There we go. There is? I feel like I've never had that work, though. Like, I'm not saying, like, the jump to reply thing. Like, if you reply to something, you can jump to it. Sure. But, like, if I open up Discord and there's 500-something new messages in a channel on Discord, and there's the little red 1 on the channel, as soon as I click the channel, that 1 goes away, and I'm not at that message. Like, I'm at the bottom. I'm either at, like, whatever arbitrary point it puts me at as far as, like, where to read down from, or I'm at the bottom. I'm never, like, at the point I got mentioned unless it lines up with that randomly. Was debating on transferring a shiny male Duskull you got on Community Day, but then came to conclusion, what if you get it and it has a mark? Good point, good point. Are shiny Pokemon harder or easier to find in Pokemon Go? Because you haven't played in a while? You played second or third encounter, you got a shiny Duskull. Should you transport it to Shield or just leave it? So they are easier to find. So I'm assuming, Braulio, you played on Saturday? You played Pokemon Go over the weekend on like Saturday? Saturday was a community day, which is an event they have once a month, where a specific Pokemon is really likely to be shiny. And this month's community day was Duskull. So like Duskulls in Pokemon Go on Saturday were really easy to find. Might quote the message and ping them. That could work, that could work. Pokemon Go odds like 1 in 250 and Sword and Shield odds at max are 1 in 512. Yeah, so just in general, per Pokemon, it's easier to find shinies in Pokemon Go. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like a lot easier just because, you know, with Sword and Shield, I can sit here and encounter, 200 Duskull in a night, where like walking around and finding 200, something Pokemon in like Pokemon Go is going to take a long time. So it's kind of like Dynamax Adventures, where like sure the odds are 1 in 100 per Pokemon, but with charm at least, but like it takes a long time to do each encounter. Excuse me. Let's play Community Day, then it'll be 1 in 25. Yeah. This morning you got CC'd in an email chain that you had nothing to do with. They deleted the email to you, but still. You got added into it for some random reason. They're probably trying to add someone else and misclicked and added you. And then they probably noticed and went, oop. But yeah. Welcome to welcome to the business world. Hey, Happy, how's it going? Just popping in to leave a like before off to work. Well, hope work goes well. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Have a great stream. Thank you. And I hope work goes well for you. Let's look on the hunt. Thank you. Long since for shiny female Bulbasaur, and it's taken over a year with countless male shiny Bulbasaur. Dang! Dedication. Dedication to the rarity there. Going for the 1 in 8. 1 in 8 shiny female. Best of luck on that. One in 8, more like 1 in a billion. It can feel like that sometimes, for sure. For sure, I totally get that. Hey, John the Pikachu, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you had a good weekend. Do anything exciting, man, or just hang out and chill? Hey, what's up? Oh wait, the sky is up. I got tricked with that on Friday. I can't believe it happened, but I was outside in my driveway, just like doing a little bit of stuff as far as cleaning things up a little bit while I was waiting for some more stuff to happen, and it was like right as I guess it was like right as like the school bus came by, and one of my neighbors like walked by. He was in like high school, and I was like, "What's up?" And he said the sky, and like I just said not much because I'm so used to like "What's up" being responded to with like "Sup" or "What's up," that I was like, "Oh no!" Like I said it and then just sat there like, "Hold on." He didn't say the expected words. He went off script. I just sat there for a bit, like, what have I done? It's like, I have been fooled. I have been fooled. Curse me and my, like, autopiloting through social situations. You love drawing but can't draw hands, therefore your hands are circles. Just draw feet for hands. Simple solution. If you draw her bean, imagine bean hands. Is that better or worse than circle hands? It's very interesting that I'm on hardwood floor, but I still have like, there's still like an indentation in the, it's so quiet. What do you mean, like audio levels are quiet, or what's up? What's up, Vanillix? Hey, what's going on, Juan? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Is no one stalking? Vanillix, this is my response to you every time you've said that. Then talk. Like, bringing up the chat's quiet doesn't make chat not quiet. Quiet is break the silence, and also glad that people chat now. Yeah, no, I'm glad to have everyone here. I appreciate you guys being here and chatting. It is what makes the streams fun. Oh, oops. I mean, you're good, Vanillix. I'm just like, generally, like, if chat does get quiet and it gets like quiet to a point where I'm like, oh no, something's wrong, when the only messages that comes up after this, gee, why is no one talking? It's like, you're here, you could have been talking, is basically what that ends up being, right? To me. That's what it ends up feeling like to me. But yeah, I mean, no real worries. It's just sometimes that it's like I'm trying to make the stream like something to chat in, and like And it's like, you've been here? And, I'm quiet to Juncheer, yeah. Everyone's just doing it to annoy you, Vanillix. Starting today's Inktober. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Juan. Can't wait. I've been playing later and trying to 100%. Oh, yeah. No, I totally get it. I get it. I think part of it ends up being, like, when there isn't anything in chat, and, like, then the only thing is, like, gee, it's quiet in chat, and then nothing again, and it's like, I can't fix people not talking, you know? Like, audio levels are low, or the stream's glitchy, or if there's something on screen that's an issue, I can do that. But if chat is quiet, no matter how hard I try, I'm not the one who can fix that, you know? How does Inktober work? I guess Juan's the one who can explain that. Typing on your board to chat louder. The harder you clack the keys, the more I hear it. Listen to this in the background, it's like complete silence except for music. You're like, I only have so many things to say about shiny Pokemon. You're gonna do a few things? Alright, gamers, see you in a bit, man. See ya. Like, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, like, my job as the streamer to make chat interesting and something people want to tune into. But shiny hunting is the difficult kind of thing to do that with, right? I think we've talked about it before. I know, Cinder was a little earlier, and it's like, quiet chats are hard, because despite it being a Pokemon stream, it is basically just a just chatting stream, but with, like, Pokemon happening, you know? Quick tip, if you get the shiny Duskull, use a quick ball, and if it escapes immediately, use taunt. It has curse, and that cuts half its HP. Yeah, that is the scary thing. Yeah, that is a little scary. I hadn't actually thought about that. Because I intend to catch every shiny I go for in a regular Pokeball. So, it's a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult. That'll be difficult, yeah. So Curse, when Curse cuts half of Duskull's HP, does it always cut like half of its max HP, or does it cut half of its remaining HP? I'm definitely going for the Pokeball. Chat has many a time tried to convince me to catch it in something else more reasonable, and nah. Half of max. Ooh, so we really only have like 2 shots. That's rough. Yeah, because it can KO itself with it, yeah. Curse is already applied, it shouldn't use it. You would hope. You would hope the AI is that logical. Broly, are you back? You're here? Welcome, welcome. Gotta be careful though. Yeah. Could soak Duskull. True. Actually, go now. Alright, see you later, gamers. Now works, sorry, your Wi-Fi keeps lagging. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Soak's a really good idea. I'm gonna see if I have anything with Soak. We're gonna go ahead and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fly back to the Pokemon Center. Or actually, I don't need to. It's Sword and Shield. We just have access to our Pokemon right here. Got no move. I don't know which way going around would be easier, but we went this way, and I think it was a mistake. Shockingly, none of these Grookey's know Soak. There we go. Start searching for Duskull 2. Best of luck. Hope you find it. Glitches in LEGO games are iconic. How so? What kind of glitches? Hey, Art, what's going back? What's going on? Unpopular opinion. What? You're always welcome here, Art. How you doing? How you doing? Happy to have you here, man. Hope all is well. Yeah, test run. Yeah, good idea, Juan. We're doing the test run now. A Pikamuka named Sea Slug and a Seaking named Fishy. Hey, it's a fitting name, right? Infinite Fall 1 or getting second round. Ah, yes. You're not well? Oh no, Art, I'm so sorry to hear it. What's going on? If you're okay talking about it, what's going on? Can't you forget you have to go somewhere? Alright, see you later, Brawlio. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Come on. Oh my god, that's awful, Art. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna be able to get it back? What the heck? Why would they do that? That's so bad. Yeah, it really is terrible. Yeah. Lotto ID is rigged. They know your ID. They know what number they don't want to pull. They got it out for us, man. So many Driflooms around. Blocked you from everything. I mean, but like, stealing a Switch in like Switch games is like, that's worth a lot. I feel like you could like actually like file a report or something. He actually won the Master Ball from Lotto once from Oras. Juan's part of the conspiracy, guys. Juan's partnered with Juan's buddy with Big Lotto here. I mean, yeah, like genuinely, I feel like that's the thing. Like that's like a big enough thing, dude. Yeah, like theft, like, and it's like enough, like. I feel like there's enough like monetary value for like authorities to be concerned about it. Top of feet you can learn soak? Ooh, there you go. Want to trade a lot of Pokemon for what? Oh, for the Lotto, gotcha. Okay. I was trying to think what the context was there, but then I remember we were talking about the ID, Lotto ID thing. Misty Surge, yeah. That's a lot of girl. A lot of repetty, but does it? I mean, I feel like this could be a big enough thing to not just like let it roll off, man. I feel like that would be my stance in that scenario. Granted, I'm speaking as though I'd ever feel like I would ever end up in that scenario, and I don't think or expect that to ever be the case. You don't have an ability patch, so I guess we just use Fishy. I mean, my Seeking's working. I bet yours will too. Conceal more, she gets the idea. I mean, that is true. That is true. Like, there's a point where it's like, if she's done this, will she continue to try if she gets away with it? You know, that's a valid way to look at it. But yeah, at the same time, I definitely feel like it's like that's a big enough thing. Like again, like I said, like I get it. I feel like I get the idea of just being like, whatever. That's how I tend to be with a lot of things, but I feel like this would just be a bit too big for that, you know? Level 46. Yeah, that could be a little bit more of an issue. Assuming you've beat the game and the wild areas, inexplicably all level 60 and 65 Pokemon. Like, I'm still not a fan of that. I wish I wish the zones in the wild area largely kept the same levels. I think that would have been nice. Level 100. might be a little overkill. Question why you have a level 100 Sea King named Fishy? Hey, maybe Fishy is your favorite Pokemon, your bestest friend in the whole wide world. I wouldn't question that. Also, thank you to everyone who's left a like on the stream. We're at 5 likes now. I really appreciate that. I don't know if your parents would help you. You're 25. Yeah, I don't know in that situation, but still, like, for real, I definitely think that's like something. That is something worth reporting. Hey, what's going on, Sudden? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Named it when you were 13. Be right back. I see you in a bit. See you in a bit, man. Backing up unload groceries in 10. Gotcha. Saw Venom. What'd you think of it, man? I haven't seen the first Venom, but yeah, I've heard good things. It was great. Nice. Yeah, I've heard good things about both. I just never got around to seeing them. But nice. Glad you liked it, man. Make yourself the new Switch. I mean, yeah, go for that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like, it's one thing if it's petty, if it's like a small thing when it's petty, but like, I don't know, to me, like, that, especially the fact that your saves are on it and your games are in it, like, what is... Sorry about whatever disconnect happened there, guys. Did the stream lag out at all? Yeah, sorry about any, like, lagging, drop frames, or disconnect there. I'm not sure what happened. All good, good. Just don't want to see her again. I mean, I get that. And I mean, I think that's kind of the thing is where like you can report it and just they can handle it, right? Like, I guess the one thing then, the biggest thing is like if you do, and like I again recommend you do, and I'm not trying to discourage this, I'm just saying there is a lot of other stuff. There is stuff to consider here, as far as like proving that it's yours and proving that it was like stolen and you didn't like give it to her and stuff. But I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's like that should be doable. Did the Duskull finish printing? Yeah, it did. Apologies I couldn't run the stream on Friday until it finished. Yeah, my stomach was being really awful. Also, I don't know if alerts are running or if it popped up, but Skid and Pump, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I saw it on Streamlabs. I didn't see it necessarily on the video. I don't know if that was something I missed or if it didn't show up, but thank you for the sub. Either way, I appreciate it. But yeah, the Duskull did finish the print. This ended up being what it looked like. So it printed like, you would have seen it on camera, kind of like that, printing. But yeah, it finished printing. I don't know how I'm going to put the pieces together. Because, yeah, there's the little, like, eyeball that's, like, almost too big to go in here, along with, like, the mask. But yeah, no, it should go together pretty nicely, I think. Right? That should look pretty good. But yeah, so that'll be what it looks like. I just gotta figure out, like, the sticking it together part, you know. Probably do a little bit of, like, filing and sanding just to kind of get everything smooth and meshing up more nicely, but yeah. It looks awesome, right? It turned out so good. It turned out so good. And yeah, again, like, I'm still really happy with this. I think the Cubone skull turned out really well. I gotta clean off my desk. My desk is super dirty and now it's really dusty. It's just super cluttered right now. A lot of stuff got shifted around today and over the weekend. You bought Outriders officially? Nice. I hope you enjoy it. I know on Discord I was kind of definitely talking it down a little bit, but if you got it for like 20 bucks, I think you said it was, that's a pretty good deal for, you know, playing the story. Because if you go in expecting like decently fun mechanics and like just want to play the story, it's a fine game. I think the problem was how much they kind of focused on it being like, it's gonna be a game with this massive non like super grindy endgame. Like the grinding will be enjoyable and it won't like feel grindy, but it immediately felt grind. Like all the post game stuff felt really, really grindy, and you know, but the actual story itself was pretty good. There are a few things I wish they had done a little bit differently. I'm not sure how they would have done it, but I feel like it could have benefited from it. But in general, like it's a fun like story to play through. Yeah, I played through it twice, so Caleb bought crap again. Nah. Played it already. Had fun on Xbox. Story multiplayer is crap. You didn't like story multiplayer? What? That was the part I enjoyed the most. My buddies and I played through it. Like one of my playthroughs was just with them. Like I was doing a party 3. I will say, so I mentioned earlier my whole thing of like Broodmothers, the most obnoxious like enemy in the game, is the one they decided to clone like 10 times and just reskin as like technically a different, you know, enemy. That one I wasn't a fan of. The other thing I wasn't really a fan of was and I don't know why they did it from a design perspective. This should have come up very early on in like designing and realizing from like a user experience and expectation perspective this was dumb. Why do you have 4 classes, each individually with their own skills that mesh together very well and, like, you know, all can combine and you have a fully well-rounded team if you have all 4? Why can you only have parties of 3? Like, basically it just made it where, like, almost no one played Devastator the first time through, right? Like, everyone wanted to play a DPS character, so no one played Devastator. Especially no one played Devastator post-game, because everyone would kick Devastators off their team. Played by yourself the whole game. Yeah, I mean, it's totally doable single player, too. Back in Ministry. Alright, gamer scene of it. Yeah, the scaling's a little bit weird. I'm not a fan of the way the scaling happens in some regards. Because it's very strange. The scaling is very strange. Because effectively, it like attempts to keep you from being too over-leveled, which I feel like defeats the purpose of the game. I kind of expected the game to get to the point where you just like anything that was considered difficult in the first half of the game, or like honestly anything considered difficult during the story, once you start doing like the challenge tiers for the expeditions, like once you get up to those final challenge tiers and we're getting drops from those, like I felt like you should just be like wiping everything. Like that was my thought, was like it shouldn't, like it should be like, you know, as you gain stuff that's higher level, you should just wipe things if you drop the world tier back. But it attempts to like scale. It's really strange in the way that it does this. But Outriders, I don't know if they changed it, but I remember when it first came out, it silently rescaled you depending on what tier you played at. So like, if you had gear that was built for top tier and you dropped like 4 tiers down just to either run like a certain mission a little bit lower because you hadn't like completed it gold yet or something, or anything in the main story you went back and did, it would drop you down. It would drop your gear down to that tier. It would honestly make your gear some of the worst gear at that tier. And it was insane. Hey, Mitchie, what's going on? Welcome, and welcome back, gamers. But yeah, I don't know. Outriders had a lot of really, in my mind, not really thought through decisions in terms of user experience and like how that all played out. You know, it just didn't make sense to me. Gonna do a Shroomish hunt in Oras. Best of luck, dude. I need to pick up my Oras deck stuff. Yo, Art, thank you for the super chat, man. Thanks for listening. Really need a lot. Hey, we're always here, man. We're always here. Definitely supporting you. I still definitely am of the mindset that like you should follow up on this in some way. You don't have to make direct contact, but like that's not. It doesn't feel like something to let slide. But hey, man, always happy to listen to stuff. Hopefully it pops up on stream here. I don't know. Hey, there we go. Just started super chat at $10. Thanks for listening. Really, hey man, I'm always happy to listen. But yeah, hey man, yeah, not gonna pressure any way. I've given my opinion on it, and you know, I'm definitely here to continue to provide any like, you know, opinions you want. But definitely always here to listen, man. Definitely always here to listen. Memes would be off the charts. Like you only play even though it's because you know the memes. I don't know. I think I might have uninstalled Outriders just for disk space. I don't know. Maybe at some point. I've got so many other games I've been trying to play that I don't know when I would go back to Outriders, but it's potentially a thing. Maybe. But yeah, seriously, Art, always happy to have you here, man. Always happy to listen. Lend an ear, lend some advice if you want it and stuff. Outriders might install it back. Just got so tired of it. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was just a matter of, like, at some point, none of my friends were playing it. And, like, none of the friends I played with were playing it. And anyone who I kind of talked to about it had stopped playing it. And, like, I was running missions for, like, really under-leveled gear that they weren't really transparent about what gear was available through those missions. And it was going to be impossible to, you know, level up the gear because you can't, like, because the gear re-rolls its stats when it goes up a level. And, like, there just wasn't a lot of explanation about how it worked, just was left out. It was I feel like that kind of game really needs the player to understand the stats and there be a very clear and transparent direction and just like there needs to be a very clear system for the stats on a game like that, you know? One time before we delete it. We'll see. The thing is if I have already deleted it or not, I'm not sure. No, I have no idea what game he's talking about. Talking about Outriders. Game came out in the beginning of April and was looking like from the demo and like you know from the demo, which was amazing. The game had an actual freaking demo that like your save would transfer into. You basically were playing like the first area of the game, and it was awesome. Game looked great. Everything seemed good from all the promotional material. Hey, it is Crab Rave time. But everything seemed good about the game, and then it came out, and it was a little bit lackluster in like post-game stuff, which is what it was saying it was going to excel in. So it was probably really more so just like overhyped expectations. Some of the mods you want to hunt are Masuda, because you want your shiny Gen 6 Rain team, but not all are available in ORS. Yeah, I need to get my the problem with eating things that are like really crumbly is like, you know, you get little like bits stuck in your like chips or like peanuts and stuff like that. Not the greatest of stream foods. Yeah, I need to get my racing sim set up. I think that's the next big task in here, as far as like other things set up. The rest of it's still organizing stuff, you know, getting GameCubes properly set under the TV, getting cables managed for the TV so like the TV looks all nice and you can't see any kind of cables for it and everything. I might need to get a new HDMI cable that's longer because I gotta get basically one of the plans is for one of the HDMI ports on the TV is the switch is going to go into my capture card on my PC, then out of the capture card on the PC and back up into the TV, and so I need one that reaches from the back of my computer all the way around like at desk level and then goes up, you know. Search it up and the gameplay be looking like Minecraft Mobile RTX. For Outriders? Outriders looked good. I had no issues with the visuals of Outriders. At least not on PC. I don't know what it looked like on console. Gotta use a grass Pokemon to change Shroomish just so effects board doesn't ruin anything. Fair, man, fair. Yeah, that's like a point I didn't even thought of. Yeah, great graphics. Yeah, no, Outriders looked good. It looked good. It had really good mechanics. It's just like it didn't have the staying power that I think everyone kind of hoped it would, you know. Also, sorry about the like lagging in the stream there, guys. I don't know what was up with that. We might be doing a 2-hour stream tonight, and then I'm gonna diagnose whatever the heck's happening with my computer. You only want to stream like no, that was on my end. That was on my end this time. I've been having some technical issues with my computer this afternoon. So yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna just kind of get everything reorganized here post-stream. The issue is using a Grassmon to train a Grassmon is that you can't one-hit KO it. Is there no way to just like have a move powerful enough, or is it like specifically the point you're at in the game, you just don't have anything? Run it together. I would not. I will say this. I would not rerun the entire game anytime soon. I kind of burned myself out on it. The most I'd really be capable of is like a couple expeditions or something, but I don't think I'd rerun a whole new character or anything. How many gigs is it? I don't know. I don't remember if it's like incredibly large or if it's like reasonable. Like reasonable now is different than it used to be. I don't know. I don't know how big it is on file. 50? That's decently reasonable for a shooter nowadays. Call of Duty really out here making 50 gigs be like, oh, that's not a lot. That's too much. That's too much for Vanillix. Splitgate, Valorant, TF2, Overwatch are all under 30. Yeah. I mean, this is where there's like a difference between competitive FPS games and like AAA FPS games. Because yeah, a game like Splitgate or like Valorant, TF2, Overwatch, all of those games are aiming to be esport type games, and with that generally comes the idea that if your computer can run 3D programs, basically if it can run games, it should be able to run that well. Overwatch, definitely stuff like I think TF2 is an unfair comparison with how old it is, to be honest. Like, TF2 is over 10 years old at this point. I think it's fair to kind of just be like, games of that time couldn't be this big because, like, that kind of resolution wasn't there to justify textures that high, you know? Like, at that time, 1080p was still kind of the luxury resolution, as opposed to being the budget resolution now and stuff. But yeah, so a lot of those games, they don't have very high detailed, high resolution textures, and that's really the killer when it comes to a lot of those file sizes. But yeah, so I would say, from the perspective of Outriders, which does aim to be a bit more like pretty looking of a game, 50 gigs isn't bad. You know, for being a decently large world, having a decent selection of guns, decent selection of armor, there's a lot of stuff there to like justify taking that space up nowadays when that kind of space is relatively cheap. It's just, in comparison to something like Call of Duty, it's small. You know, when Call of Duty games are now like 250 gigabytes, like, for no reason, there is no reason that game should be over 100, and yet it's almost 250. Splitgate's 12. Yeah, like, that's not bad. Yeah, it is funny seeing us now say that, like, 11 gigs is small for a game, but that's what it is now. TF2 is 22 gigs, so it isn't small. TF2 is bloated then. It wasn't that big when I downloaded it. Granted, I downloaded it 10 years ago, so. It's 59 gigs for Outriders on console. A game that's surprisingly small is Star Citizen. It looks like it would be a huge game, but it's 55 gigs. Does it reuse a lot of stuff? Like what kind of like world is Star Citizen? Like what kind of maps is it? Splitgate is small and should run well on your PC, but it's very choppy. Don't know why. Maybe some kind of settings enabled that's causing it, because a lot of times there are settings that don't really do a whole lot as far as like visuals. Like it really is a thing where like, you know, like the first like 80 to 90% of good graphics takes as much of a performance hit to make that happen as that last like 10% does. And even less than that sometimes. Some of like the various filterings to make like things look a bit more textured takes a lot of processing power, but does nearly nothing. It just makes the shadows a bit more 3D as you walk around them. You know, stuff like that. You can generally turn off pretty safely and stuff like that. Open world MMO. Gotcha. It probably reuses a lot of the textures that it has. And by doing that, it might be able to keep it down. Or it could be pulling something similar to, I would probably say, I haven't played it, so I don't know for sure, and I'm blanking on the name. Why am I blanking on the name of this game? Oh gosh, my buddy was like a massive like person in a faction in it for a while. A big space MMO. Was very involved in it, and I can't remember it, but like that was like procedurally generated, and I think a lot of that came in from the server, or just like it would always generate the same way, so you could just basically have a math function that did it, or something like a Microsoft Flight Sim, where you only have a certain amount of the like game downloaded, or like a certain amount of the map downloaded, and then like you just download the Bing Maps data as you play, basically. Skyforge, no. Moonbase Alpha, no. What was it? Elite Dangerous. That's what he played a lot of. He played a ton of that. But yeah, like that, like, at least I think it was. But like that game was like procedurally generated, and everything was just kind of like, you would always find the same stuff in the same area and things like that. It's a heavily funded and optimized game, mostly community funded from Community Awareness. That's nice. Elite Dangerous is I've heard good things. I mean, this is a game my friends have. I have multiple friends who have put hundreds of hours into this game, so I might have a biased opinion. Warframe's great. See, I've never really gotten into an MMO. Yeah, I've just never really gotten into an MMO. I don't know. It feels like a lot of commitment to me when I kind of just want to pop in and out of games, like without any kind of regularity. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like an MMO would be fun, but I'd really have to find a good one. Star Citizen at a budget of $340 million. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty big budget. Is Warframe even an MMO? I don't know. It's being talked about at the same time as MMOs. I haven't played Warframe, so I don't know. I've heard the name, but I've never played it or seen anything from it. Thought it was an action RPG. I don't know. But I was talking about like space MMOs, and Warframe came up as a name, so I assumed that someone who knew more than me about it knew that it was like an MMO. Maybe it's not. I feel like you put too much time into certain games, but like you just want to play Outriders, but you have to download it on your PS4, and would play Destiny 2, but it's just blind right now. I mean, fortunately, like the downloading thing, like you can just kick off a download when you know you're not going to be around the console for a while. Alright, Duskull, come here, yeah. Oh, sorry if there was some lag there. I don't know. I looked over and the bitrate was higher than it should have been, so I don't know. Maybe it was catching up on some frames. I'm not sure. Everything out, everything else was just boring. I mean, there's been some interesting things. Like I mentioned earlier, Metroid Dread, I purchased that. I've been loving it. It's the first Metroid game I've ever played, but I shouldn't be surprised I like it. I loved Hollow Knight, so like it is proven that I enjoy Metroidvanias to at least some extent. So playing Metroid after knowing I like Metroidvanias should probably be a no-brainer that I'll at least enjoy it a little bit. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed Metroid. That's been fun to play. I'm probably gonna play a bunch more of it tonight. Once I get my Switch hooked up to this TV and and everything. But yeah, like I feel that though. I feel that. I think every once in a while you can kind of get into a rut with some games. That's why it is nice to have a decently sized library. The problem there is decision fatigue as far as like what do I play. But yeah, no, it's nice to have a decently sized library, so I don't have to go buy a new game to necessarily find like a refreshing game to play. But yeah, no, I totally get that. Every once in a while, you just kind of burn out on stuff. You're looking for something new. You're looking for something that's just not like out there, at least to your knowledge. I get that. Is Dread good? You've been meaning to get it. Dread has been so much fun. I haven't played any other Metroid game, like, period, so I definitely haven't played any of the other, like, classic Metroid games, but, like, Metroid Dread has been a lot of fun. I'm not that far into it. I think, like, I don't know how much there is to progress through. I have unlocked, like, the third area, is, like, the most I'll really say, so if other people have played it, no spoilers, actually no spoilers, none. Clarify that, no tiny ones, none of any size, but don't even tell me if you know how many like areas there are in the game or whatever. I don't want to know. I just kind of want to go through the game until I see credits and go, oh, that was it, cool. But I'm about 3 areas in. If people know generally how far that is, if you've played more, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far. Definitely the kind of game I can enjoy, because it's like, it ends up being a mix of exploration and collectathoning and like action and everything. It's been a lot of fun. Getting used to controls has been a little bit difficult, I will say. Just as far as some of like the timings on stuff. Oh no! I feel like a balloon popping shouldn't do this much damage. Yeah, that was a lot of damage for a balloon popping. You must go, your internet's not having it. Oh, I'm sorry, Art. Thanks for tuning into the stream, and thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. I hope everything ends up being okay for you, man. Whatever you end up deciding to do. But yeah, have a good rest of your night. It was good seeing you. Hope to see you again soon. Download games when you go to sleep. That definitely makes the most sense. Yeah, download games when you go to bed. Yeah. I don't always do that just because, fortunately, my internet tends to be fast enough that I can be like, oh, I want to play this game, and nearly any game's ready within an hour. And on my computer, that can just run in the background, you know? You know, like, I can basically just, like, basically what happens is if I'm playing a game on the computer, if I'm downloading a game on the computer and I just still want to be playing something, I'll just open up my capture software and just play my Switch through that, like, full screen on the computer. Gotta go eat. See ya. Alright, see you later. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon. See, Epic launchers finally added trophies? I did not. That would make me a little bit more likely to use it. I know this is might be a weird reason to, like, prefer certain, like, systems, but, like, one of my biggest gripes with Nintendo is not having achievements or trophies of any kind. I've seen people kind of talk about it, and it's like part of Nintendo's quirks of like not wanting to force the player to play any certain way. But like, man, sometimes I want them to like have achievements. I like the idea of having, especially in games that don't necessarily have like 100% completion like kind of thing. And the only way to really consider yourself 100% complete is like complete all of like time trials and all these random other little like side things that are a bit more than I want to. So you know, outside of that, it's like I wish that I wish there was achievements on Switch and stuff. So like at a quick glance, I can show off how much I've completed games without opening them. Don't want to play you want to play something new, but you don't like experimenting with new games. That's fair. That's fair. Like it's like you want to find some comfort in games you've got, but you also like want something new. I get that. For a while, there was a while where I wasn't buying any new games because I just kind of sat there like, what would I do? Like what would I play? You know, because there was a little bit to it where I was like, will I use this game or will I, especially for 3DS stuff. There was a while where I wouldn't buy anything for 3DS because like, all right, am I actually going to play this game for more than an hour? Or am I going to boot this up, go, oh, neat, and then like the next time I turn on the 3DS, Pokemon Sun's going back in this system for like another year? The answer was always Pokemon Sun, so I didn't buy a lot of games. Back for Blood, that's the like secondary title to something else. What game is that? In the position where you bought too many games? Yeah, welcome to Steam sales. I have like over 100 games in my library, and at least 30 or 40 of them just haven't been played at all. Probably over half, if you count anything less than 2 hours as not having played it a lot. But I probably haven't played most of my Steam library a lot. I didn't mean to do that. No. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, so still thinking through some more room things. You know, at 54. I mean, my Steam account is pretty old at this point, so like, there's been a lot of years of Steam sales, with like internships. So like, when I was in the situation of like not having like a lot of bills to pay, but at the same time making money, I had a lot of disposable income for some summers, and a lot of that went to Steam sales. Most of the time, like my first paycheck at an internship happened during the summer Steam sale, so like I just dumped money into Steam regularly. Steam library is small. I mean, if you don't use Steam a lot, like it makes sense. So like if you really just have Steam to play a certain few games, I mean that's. If I downloaded the Epic Game Store, that's probably what it would be like. Is like, I download it to play a certain set of games. You know, like if I get Kingdom Hearts on like PC, or if I got like, I guess I don't know. They probably have a couple games, but like anything that like the only reason I would like use Epic is just for the fact that would just be for the idea of like a game that for certain will never come to Steam. If it's just exclusive to Epic for a bit, I'll wait. But like if there's a game I really want to play and it's dead set never leaving the Epic Game Store and coming to anything else, I'd get it. But I would only have like those games in there. I'd still get everything else on Steam, you know. So yeah, like if Steam's not your main platform, it makes sense not everything there. Yo, Kira, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It's been 4 years since you've been here. Welcome back. That's been a long time. How's life been? Back for Blood is basically Left 4 Dead 3. I came for that as a Left 4 Dead. Gotcha. Hopefully it's good. I mean, like, going back to the game we were talking about before, Outriders is technically, like, by the people who made the original Gears of War. And it really shows in, like, the mechanics of the game. 160 Xbox games. Nice. That's 7.7 games per year for you? Hey, I mean, like, that's a respectable number of games, and, like, I can respect not, like, just, like, blowing money on a whole bunch of games, too. Almost have, like, 15 games in your Steam account you created it 2 weeks ago. It comes in waves. I'll say, it comes in waves for me. It tends to be a thing where, like, I'll have a game I'm playing a lot of, and I might switch to another game, and then, like, eventually I kind of get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm bored of these games. I go and buy a few more, finding a good one, and I'll play that good one for a while, and then go back to another kind of classic game for a bit, and then I'll go and buy some more games until I find something I really like. And like, It's kind of how it goes. It goes in waves, and largely those waves are based on Steam sales. Or Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle gets a lot of stuff. Most of them came from the amazing sales Microsoft does, yeah. I think last time you were here, you're after Shaman, might be wrong, might have been something else. It would have been something else. I've never hunted Shaman. The only other like Gen 4 special Pokemon I could think of would be Manaphy, but that would have been like 2018, I think. Might go for a bit. Friends want to play Overwatch. All right, all good, all good. Hope you have fun with that. Yeah, thinking back, like 4 years would probably have been like Ralts or something at that point still. There's no shame in hunting Shaman. Crystal Celebi. Yeah, no, haven't done the Celebi yet. I bought Crystal to do Celebi and just never made it that far. I know it's kind of bad, but I didn't mean to hit capture. No. Yeah, Shiny Trico and Emerald. Yeah, that was my first hunt that I did. Yeah. Shiny Trico, followed by an attempt for a Shiny Ralts for a bit. But yeah, Shiny Trico was me. I like how the sunlight's still turning harsh, and it's like starry skies out. Excuse me. That was a bit more of an intense yawn than I expected. Yeah, so you found you back when you were really big into shiny hunting. Nice. Yeah, no, like Trico was a big hunt for me. That one I spent like months doing. Gonna be downloading Back for Blood and a few other on your Xbox. Nice. Why not Masuda method for the Duskull? I haven't done a KO hunt in a while, and I wanted to try it. I know Masuda's better odds, but I wanted to mix it up and do a different method. I've been Masuda methoding for a Grookey for a while, and with little success. So I just kind of wanted to mix it up and do something a little bit different. Next ghost type hunt we'll do will probably be a Ghastly in like Lavender Town and Let's Go. I was trying to do a bunch of different things. And then maybe like an SOS hunt as well at some point. Not sure what it would be for. It could be for a Ghastly, but then I'd want to go for something else. We'll see. I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants with these hunts. Have you gone after Gauntlet yet? I have not. I've never shiny into that. That shiny's pretty good. True. That could be a fun one. Oh no. Sorry for any lag you guys are seeing. Hopefully it's kind of evening itself out and staying pretty consistent and okay. I don't know what's going on with my computer or my internet. Something's acting up. I know I did a little bit of like messing with it on like Thursday and Friday of last week, but like I streamed since then and it was okay. So I don't know what's going on. Sometimes Microsoft repeats their sales so you can grab a deal you wanted in the past. That's convenient. Gotta go, but have a nice stream. Hope you get the Duskull. Thank you. It was cool to have you stop by. I'm glad to hear everything seems to be going well. Hope to see you again soon. I was gonna ask. I think Gamers is the one who had calculated out the like KO odds a bit more. I was gonna ask him what the odds were again. I think we'll still, despite like just having a base 1 in 1,300 chance, like we're looking at still like maybe like a 1 in 1,100 chance with the KOs. The KO method really doesn't improve your odds all that much, so it really is basically just random encounters, which, hey, to a point, it's kind of fun, you know? Just made a twin-turbo Datsun 510 in Forza Horizon 4. Nice. Nice. I was a little bit sad. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was a little bit sad to realize that there wasn't a Crown Vic in Forza Horizon 4. Because I know there was one in 3, but I don't think it's in 4. And that was a fun car to mess with, mainly because I owned one and like thinking of the ridiculous things that you could throw in Forza. Always good times. I just loved making. When I played a lot of Forza, I played a lot of Motorsport 3, and man, I put so much into just like making ridiculous drift cars. There's a Ford Crown Victoria in Horizon 4. I thought it was only in Horizon 3. If there's one in 4, I'm absolutely making like several of them. Drift car, track car, drag car. Pretty much anything I can think of. You have it? I'm gonna have to boot up Forza soon. It's a Forzathon one though? What does that mean? Does it like limit what you can do to it or something? Very expensive. It's not like it's hard to come across money in that game. I think at this point I could effectively buy any car I want just because I don't buy a lot of stuff in the game. It's a car that can be a one from the weekly events. There's 3 or 4 cars. It's hard to explain. Gotcha. But you have to get it through Forzathon. You can't get it any other way. Back 4 Blood came out today? Yeah, that's what I think, yeah, Sudden mentioned it earlier. It's a 20 million credits. Alright. Cool. I forget how many I have, but I think, like, when I go, oh no, it's 1 million, it, like, does nothing. I don't know. I don't know how many I have. Maybe I'm thinking in different, like, maybe I'm, like, factors of 10 off, but, like, I think I have, like, 20 million I could easily drop on something. It's a police interceptor. You can buy it from auction. It's a police interceptor. Okay, so it's the P71 Crown Vic then. Yeet. That is what I want, because that is what I own IRL. Mess it up a little bit, but day 11 is done. Forget to let the ink dry before rubbing your hand on it, and the ink smeared. Oh no! It's still good. This is practice drawing for the other day of Inktober. Gotcha. That stinks, man. That stinks. I'm glad it's not like a super big deal, but oh man, I can't imagine being like, yeah, it's done, and just like wiping it clean and just smear. Oof. Stick your account. You don't use it all. No. I can get it in my own. I can get it in my own. I will definitely be getting myself. Definitely going to be making a replica of my Crown Vic. Big bull bar, blacked out spotlight. Assuming those police interceptor kind of things are available on it, and then just do ridiculous things to the engine. If I remember correctly, at least from Horizon 3, you could supercharge like a 6.2 in it. Ready for Forza Horizon 6? Didn't they just announced that? Didn't 5 just happen? What's wrong? It's 3 million. Okay, you do mean 5. Okay, 3 million. Okay, I definitely have 3 million. I definitely have that kind of money. I might be able to buy a couple. 5 hasn't even come out. He's already ready for 6, man. 5's old. 5 is old news now. Come on, get with it. 5 looks nice. And as much as I love racing games, I feel like I can only get one from like the same series every once in a while. I don't know if I'll get 5. I probably won't get 6, but like 7 will probably be about the time that I start coming back around to being like, I need a new Forza Horizon, you know? That, or if I like 100% complete Horizon 4 at some point, but I've got a lot left for that. I've got a lot of achievements left. I've got a lot of billboards to smash. I've got a lot of different forms of racing to beat. You know, I finally found all the roads and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff left for me to do in Horizon 4, and like the pace I go at for that, it'll probably be a while, because I probably won't touch Horizon for a while once I actually get my racing sim set up. And once I have that, like, I feel like all of my urges as far as like racing are going to be satisfied by like my VR sim and by actual seat time in real karts. Because guys, so this is something that I've talked about like with family and friends and some other like Discord servers I'm in and stuff, but there is a non-zero chance that in the near future I am the owner of like an LO206 go-kart. Like actual league ready go-kart. I gotta figure out logistics on it and find a decent used one to buy, but like, so I went up to a local racetrack this weekend to meet up with a buddy and kind of spend some time there and get to know the track and stuff. And like, I just expected to go up and watch, but he like knows everyone at this place and was able to get me into a couple races, which was really nice. Because being a non-member and racing can be quite pricey, but he was able to slip me in even in like a full schedule, and man, it was so much fun. And that was still their like low-powered rental karts. I'm very excited at the prospects of like getting into faster like karts that like actually setting up and tuning and stuff. I'm excited for that. So that might be happening soon. I'll have to keep you guys posted on that. If I get a kart, you guys will see pictures of it. As part of the drawing, gotta live with it and don't get to see many people's mistakes in drawing. Most just post only the good ones. Absolutely. That's definitely a mentality I need to take up a bit more with creative stuff. It's just like, you only see what people like are okay to put out there. So like, getting frustrated at a mistake that like either you don't end up posting, you say screw it and post it anyway. It's like, everyone's done it. Used to own a go-kart. Nice. Did you like race it, or is it just like a fun like drive around neighborhood like kind of go-kart? Ready for Bayonetta 3? Felt left out. I'm ready for Splatoon 3, man. If I was gonna have more than 4, 5's worth it all the way. I mean, so the thing is, like, I don't necessarily buy racing games for brand new features or improvements to like the graphics or anything like that. Like, for me, it's just the level of seriousness to the game is kind of like what stratifies racing games out to me, as far as like, if I have one in a certain category and I haven't like 100% beat it, or like it's not like super old, I have no reason to buy a new one. So like, all the Forza Horizon games stay in the same kind of category of not really concerned about racing lines. It's like, it's not quite a Need for Speed slam the, let off gas, slam gas, turn right, and like drift perfectly kind of game. Like, there's a little bit more to it than that. But it's not a sim racer. It's not a dirt. It's not an Assetto Corsa. It's not an iRacing. It's not like an F1. It's a game designed for a controller to be generally enjoyable and not super overly like simmy, it's like the definition of a simcade that leans towards arcade, you know? It's like, I have that, and Horizon's always going to be that. And if it changes from that, I have other games in those other categories, you know? It's going to have more cars. Cool. There's a lot of cars for me to drive in this one. I get that there's more. I get that there's new stuff. That's not... I don't feel like I'm missing out if I don't have like brand new cars in the game. Like, I'm a Koenigsegg fanboy, but if 5 has a Jesko, that's not enough for me to play it. I can, you know, like, that's not the part of it that I necessarily am like looking for. I don't need to have new cars or better sounds. I just need it to drive with certain physics, you know? Want to see your Datsun you made? Heck yeah. I drove it into your backyard and your huskies chased you around. It did well in your neighbor's yard. It's a hayfield. There's a lot of space to go fast. Nice. Yeah, one of the biggest things with me getting a kart would be, aside from the cost of karts, because they aren't cheap, especially like race-ready karts and stuff, ones that have engines, any that like they're selling with the microns still on them and stuff, you know, they're not cheap. So it's a big decision, but it's also one that's like, am I going to spend that much money on rental karts in like half the time, or do I bite the bullet, put a lot of money in up front and cheaply race, you know, because like spending as much as like a day of racing over a course of a year in maintenance, you know? So it's one of those things where it's like, it's finding that right balance and also figuring out how do I either store it at a track or transport it. Because that's a big part of it. I need to figure out a way to transport. There's a few tracks around me. As I've mentioned that I'm getting more into it to people, more people have come out of the woodworks around me saying, oh yeah, there's this track up here that runs leagues. Or, oh, there's this track over here you can rent out for a day for like $100. Like, unlimited access to you and your friends. Like, stuff like this. I'm like, how was I unaware of these things? I've been looking for this everywhere, and all I find is like bowling alley and like laser tag with go-kart attached kind of things, right? Like very much amusement ride things. I'm like, how are all these tracks out here that I'm completely unaware of? Or like, oh yeah, this place that I am aware of, like, does races with these. Just, you know, like show up with your cart, and as long as you show up, you pay like $5 and race. And it's like, all right, well, how do I get my cart there? Do I slap it on the top of my hatchback? How do I move this thing? Can you race in an ice cream truck? Got it for 120 and sold it for 400. That's some pretty good. That's a pretty good turnaround on that money there, man. That's awesome. My sister recently bought a new car, like new to her, very old, oldest car. Car is like over 10 years older than her, but she bought a car recently. For like very cheap, and they fixed it up with her and her roommates fixed it up with some parts they already had in the garage from a parts car of the same model, and she's already had many people ask her about it and want to buy it for like triple the price, and she's like, no, I never do. I'm like, do it now. Do it now. Go find another one for the price you bought it for, fix it up, and you have a business. You're flipping cars. I don't see why you couldn't race in an ice cream truck. I think we should have a league for that. There's already like lawnmower racing leagues. We should have ice cream truck racing leagues. Bonus points for like not ruining any of the ice cream in the back while racing. But yeah, so I've definitely been getting more into the karting. It's the first time I had gone to a serious track that wasn't the track I've been going to. It was the first time going to a different track, and it was a very different experience going from a go-kart track basically squeezed into like a strip mall store layout. Like, literally it's a strip mall, and just one of the stores is a go-kart track. Which is nice. It's nice, it's very convenient. But it means the track is very flat and it's very tight and twisty, which is a lot of fun. It's a very different experience versus a track like, you know, built into the hills in like an actual motorsport park. It's outdoors. It's like 3 or 4 times as long, you know, like all this kind of stuff. It's a very different experience. It was very fun. Hey, welcome back, Frank. How you doing? But yeah, so it was really fun to go do that this weekend. Definitely doing it more. I gotta plan a bit better for it, because I just kind of showed up not expecting to race, and then popped into some carts and ran them and was like, oh, that's a lot of fun. And I got very lucky, because if I hadn't known the people I had known, I would not have been able to race. So I really need a plan for that. I can't just show up and expect that to work again. Your flu shot yesterday, nice. Hopefully you're feeling okay. I know flu shots always made my arm super sore for a day or two, but I think it's just in general, any kind of shot like that to the muscle is gonna make your muscle go, what the heck did you just do? Such an unnatural feeling. Why did you do this? And then your arm's just sore for a day. Yeah, there's some dirt tracks by me too that they do bigger racing at, but I don't think I'm gonna do actual I was gonna say vehicle racing, but I feel like a cart still counts as a vehicle. I don't think I'd be in cars at any point. Sprint carts and all that stuff would be interesting, but I don't have any of that. Miss Flat Out 2 and Flat Out Head On. What kind of game is that? Arm was sore this morning, but it's way better. Hey, that's great, man. That's great. Been designing the Datsun right now. Hey, you're all good, man. You're all good. Man. But yeah, I'm gonna keep talking about this. I'm gonna keep talking about karting stuff over the coming weeks. Yeah, no, it's been an incredibly fun hobby to get into, albeit a very expensive hobby to get into. So those things make videos, monetize it as much as I can, do I do this? Yeah. It'd be fun to get some video of it, but the indoor track that I go to and I've been doing league nights at, you can't run your own cameras and stuff. The only cameras you can run are ones that mount to their rental helmets and stuff, and cost a lot of money. It's it's not worth it. The only footage I have from that, it's first league races I did. So people filmed from outside the track, just kind of watching it, and they were able to film, but no GoPro mounts or anything like that. This track allows it, but I don't own a GoPro, and I don't feel the need to get a GoPro because I don't want to mount a GoPro to my helmet or anything. Technically makes the helmet an invalid and unusable helmet. Technically, fun fact, mounting anything to the surface or the shell of your helmet technically removes all certifications from the helmet because it is now differently structured. Because you can land right on the mount, and it's a completely different dynamic than if the helmet had been normally landed on. Is Rowlet my favorite Pokemon? 100% yes. Rowlet is just my all-time favorite Pokemon. It immediately won me over as soon as it was announced. Before that, it was Ralts. Ralts is still my number 2 second favorite Pokemon. It was my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3 up until Gen 7. Good old round burb. Yeah, so the GoPro's I wouldn't put it on my helmet, so the only option I'd really have is a chest mounted one. Unless I had my own cart, because then I could have a mount on the cart in some fashion. Granted, there's certain ways to do that and certain ways to not do it and stuff, and I have to figure that out. But yeah, no, it's been a journey. It's been a journey over the past few months getting into it. I picked it up I picked it up. I think I mentioned on stream before I went the first time with some buddies, and then I immediately went back the next day and just kind of kept going every week. And so I kind of got a little bit more into it than they did. And yeah, I started that late July, and here we are mid-October, and I'm looking do I get my own? It's a really creative racing game where there are 3 types of cars: derby racing, sports cars, racing of sports cars. I have a mix of blowing up other racers. So if you take all the health, it was a good minigame. Interesting. I haven't heard of that one. I feel like that sounds like an interesting mix of like Burnout and like Twisted Metal or something. Here's Vaporeon, and Rowlet is adorable. Your brother will choose it as his starter in Legends Arceus. Hey, good choice. Good choice. Yeah, it's absolutely my starter in Arceus. I know, like Legends is like, it's like, I should probably choose something different, mix it up. Nah, we're going with Rowlet. 100% we're going with Rowlet. Traditional racing, demolition derbies, stunt, not the same thing. Just thinking of special racing cups. Gotcha. Cool. Choosing Oshawott. All right. If Splash was in here, he would be all for that. I think there are several Oshawott fans who show up in chat on occasion. Where should we post the Dotson? Other games on Discord's probably the best channel for that. I still won't be able to check it until after stream. I'm trying to avoid clicking on other windows when I can, just because they are acting funky still for me today. But yeah, I'll check it after stream. Love any water type Pokemon? Fair. Even the underrated ones like Seismitoad, Panpour, Simipour, and Finneon. Hey, I totally get that. Water Pokemon just have a certain vibe to them. Really, all the typings kind of do. Since of you being a basketball by driving your car straight as fast as you can and then launch the driver out the windshield and fly. Oh gosh. That's a very interesting take on stunts. Hey, Shy, what's going on? Scott uploaded a new video. Nice! Yeah, I guess Scott's kind of like shifted his upload pattern to Mondays, I guess, hasn't he? You bought Fling Smash because of him? What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on Fling Smash? Learning how to drive, that sounds insane. Yeah, the idea of doing that. It's not for $10 and how to get it. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. It's fun. Just beat World 5 out of 8. Nice! They had 3 copies. Enough for 3 people to experience real joy. Glide! Yee! Vibing to Glide. Hey, where's that red Duskull? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully it shows up soon. Is it just cute? It's so cute that you changed your profile picture. No, I noticed it was changed on Discord. Posted it. Nice. Soccer, stone skipping, basketball, curling, football. There's a lot of them. That's a lot of very interesting mini games for a car game. Excuse me. Bought a DDR Mario mix for your GameCube. Do you have a mat for it? Symphony 9 PM Sky looks outstanding. Ah, you don't? Dang. Can you play it with controller at least? Was even spookier at night. Ooh. Play with the controller, analog stick is what you expect. Gotcha. B is left, A is down, X up, Y right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh no! Stream got laggy. Hopefully the stream's not too laggy. Hopefully it comes back. Okay, it came back. Yeah, that might be a sign for us to start kind of wrapping up. We hit the 2-hour mark. I would like to go to the 3-hour mark, but I've got some things I do want to do here. My computer's been acting up all day, and I need to reset everything, really. I think I need to take a lot of stuff and either just turn it off, turn it back on, or like a lot of like internet stuff just set back to like defaults and build up again from scratch or something. We shall see. I'm gonna try to go for a few more encounters though. Watch Borderline Forever Fall Break. Yes. Face buttons are important for when you need to do two opposite directions at once. Yeah, good point. Nice GameCube back there. Why, thank you. There's another one over in another corner that I moved because it was getting dust on it while we were drilling holes. We'll get NHL 2K3 next time you go. It's like $6. Looks fun. It's not a bad price for a GameCube game. What color is the other one? So that one's black. The other one is silver. I'm still looking to get some more. That hasn't been super high on the priority list. Jirachi's kind of just on hold while we kind of get everything settled in. Because still getting like big sweeping changes in the streaming room, and I'm just trying to get stuff set up like for traditional hunts and things like that. Also sent a pic of you drifting the dots in nice action shot. Some of the games no one wants. I feel like sports games after a while fall into that category. They're the people who want them every single year, and then when they're like a at this point 18-year-old game, yeah. Saving to buy the games within $5-12. Honestly, that's probably a good way to go about it. And then, like, if you want some like bigger name games, slowly save up like a little bit of the money over time. Like 50-50. Every dollar you put towards like a cheaper game, you put $1 towards one of the more expensive games, and then over time you'll have kind of built up that money. That or just kind of like ask for those games for like birthdays or Christmas and stuff. I know that just happened, and that's how you got the GameCube in the first place. But like an overtime thing, right? Grow your Wii and GameCube collection, yeah. More expensive ones for birthday, yeah. I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Silver, yeah. Because shinies aren't the overall Sword and Shield. Imagine how many shiny Pokemon you've passed without noticing it. Game Freak missed a good addition. I prefer it this way. I actually really dislike the shinies in the overworld in Let's Go. It might be weird. In Let's Go, I'm okay with it because it is Let's Go and it is like a separate kind of category of game. It's kind of a little bit separate. I don't like the overworld's shinies just because it makes shiny hunting a very passive activity where you just kind of like sit there and watch the screen and wait for a shiny to show up, right? Like there's not a whole lot going on there for you to really like engage in. Whereas like this, I have to run into Pokemon and stuff, right? So like it changes it up a little bit. It can be really exciting, and like Let's Go hunts are fun. I do plenty of them on the channel, but I prefer them staying in the Let's Go line of games. In fact, I might be in the minority here. I prefer we go back to no overworld Pokemon, and they just spawn in the grass when you walk in the grass. Obviously, that doesn't quite make realistic sense, especially now, but that's kind of what I liked. You get it? Yeah. Twin Turbo Monstrosity, you call your new drift car. It just grips, grips, grips. You hit boost, and then it's just gone. Just lights those tires up immediately. Flat Out 2 and Flat Out Head On are the exact same games, just Flat Out 2 is on the OG Xbox and PS2, and Flat Out Head On is on the PSP. I had it on the Xbox back then, and now you have it on PSP. Nice. Want to get another GameCube controller? Just want to have friends over. Yeah, that's a good point. Fortunately, you can still find like GameCube controllers for decent prices, because they make new ones still. So like old ones aren't necessarily more valuable. Should you play Pokemon Shield? I say go for it. Coming after you get Mario Kart and Smash. You want to have the multiplayer games in order for the controller to make sense. Pokemon's an RPG, and RPGs don't normally let you see what you encounter and let you avoid the encounters. Like that's kind of part of it, right? Is like it just feels weird that you can just completely run around all wild encounters now. That's strange to me. That kind of defeats the purpose of don't go into the wild grass. It's like, or into the tall grass. They're wild Pokemon that'll jump out at you, and it's like, because that's kind of the thing, right? Is like they would jump out at you. It's kind of what the whole logic was. Like you wouldn't see them, but I don't know. I kind of accept that a lot of what I might be complaining about ends up being things of like, back in my day it was like this. Why don't we stick with that? And like that's not super fun. What's up, Vanillix? Buy the old school brand. Is they're $25 and have the standard stuff like Rumble and your controls. There you go. At least make the encounters not be avoidable. I mean, the problem is if you make like overworld spawns, how do you do that, right? Like, are the Pokemon just gonna be like all be like Olympic athletes in like the 100-meter dash or something? So like, make the exclamation counters not be avoidable. Okay, I see what you're saying. The line break was just weird there. I mean, yeah, like if when you're in the grass and that pops up, boom, you get it. Like that's just a guaranteed encounter. That could make sense to a point. I don't know how much it makes sense long term though. I don't know. Sorry for being like probably peaking mics and headphones there. Rip. Yeah, so I don't know. That'd be an interesting take on it. An interesting kind of like an interesting like mix, right? Where it's like you got these encounters that are completely avoidable, you know what they are, and encounters that just pop out of nowhere. That way you can walk in grass and avoid the overworlds, but you have instant encounter like in the older games. Yeah. Do you recommend Flat Out 2 if you want a fun racing game? It's funny ragdoll physics if you crash your car hard enough, and the screaming is funny, it's easy to pick up. Also, it has turbo. Got it. I might have to give it a shot. If I can find, if I get a chance to play it, I'll have to try it. That way you get to use a repel to dodge him. Right? Like, it just made an item worthless. It basically made an item worthless, right? Like, you literally can't get it. It literally doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's weird. It's interesting, and it's not like it's wrong or done. It's not like it's done wrong or it's bad. It's just, it goes against the traditional Pokemon formula, and like, that's always something that, you know, you're changing the game, like fundamentally changing the game, which you got a 25-year-old game, it happens, right? Like, it's not bad. It's not bad that the games are changing. It's just figuring out the right way to change it, you know? So something being different and like not how they used to do it isn't wrong, but like it's not inherently wrong. It can be wrong. I think that's up to the community and the developers to kind of come to an agreement upon. It's like, what's the best way moving forward for this? So, be interesting. Do a Fling Smash playthrough. Only if Scott like cameos in it constantly. And by constantly, I mean he basically just does it and uploads it to my channel. It's the only racing game that you go back to that's not Mario Kart or the few Need for Speed games that you rarely play anymore. Gotcha. I need to do some more Mario Kart. I need to work on my like lap times. You've yet to see Scott play Fling Smash on camera. Maybe he never has. You know? Yeah, that's really what it is. Scott's never played Fling Smash, and he doesn't want us to know this fact. Alright guys, we're going to do one more loop around this tower, and then we're going to call it for the night. You know, like I said, I've been having a little bit of internet issues. I've been having some just general computer issues, as well as my desk is an absolute mess, and I want to clean it up tonight. So I've got some things to work on. So yeah, I'm gonna work on getting stuff cleaned up. We'll be back on streaming tomorrow. Unless we find Duskull in this little loop around, we'll be going for Duskull again tomorrow. And this week, I will be nailing down concrete the stream schedule, what I will hold myself to for the foreseeable future. Realistically, up until BDSP comes out, and then I will stream that game until I almost certainly burn out. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But for now, yeah, basically we're gonna be trying to set our stream schedule in stone this week to the point that I can put in the channel banner. I can put it on Discord, I can put it on YouTube announcements and stuff, and be like, this is stream schedule, plan around it if you want to watch. Canceling streams should be something that I put a conscious effort into, as far as having to be yeah, I definitely need to do this and stuff like that. He talks about it all the time. He's just trying to compensate for not having played it. Hashtag put Fling Smash on Switch. The people demand it. Tried to find a clip of him playing it. All you got was his shovelware variety hour. Fling Smash ain't shovelware. It's big enough to where Zip is a spirit in Smash. I mean, you can be on the good side of shovelware. You're gonna head out soon? Alright, Frank. Yeah, we're wrapping up the stream here in a minute or so. I'm just doing a few more encounters here. So mad? Mad about what? I was at Duskull for hours today and nothing. Oof. Rip, rip, rip. Yeah, this is our, I think, fourth stream for Duskull. No luck on our end yet, but we'll find it soon. Friend who would not stop playing Splitgate just told me Splitgate was boring. He's burned out. Or trying to convince himself and you that he doesn't play it too much. Xbox isn't letting you download anything. What? Why is that? Or do you not have enough space or something? Yeah, we've gotten through so many encounters today. Just because we're running from encounters, we've gotten through so many today. Can I hunt Vulpix? Alright, go for it. It's too young for Scott to drink around it if he drinks in front of Fling Smash anyways. Goes to show how little he actually knows about Fling Smash. Again, we're confirming he doesn't actually know anything about this game. He's gotta do a playthrough to confirm it. Am I in Sword or Shield? I'm playing in Sword right now. Alright, 800 is a good even number to end on, so we're gonna do 801. There we go, that's our last encounter for the night right there. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. We'll be back on again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same hunt. So yeah, thank you guys for everyone who tuned into the stream. A big thank you to anyone who subbed, everyone who left a like on the stream. A big thank you to Just Art again for the $10 super chat. I really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. And again, thank you to everyone in chat. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and until next time, take care.